Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, I think you'll agree with me, we live in a world of really big egos, and we reward egos in this society. They sometimes become the richest and most powerful people on the planet. But my next guest is a best-selling author. Schalee Sánchez is in the studio, and she's the author of The Humility You Want and the World Needs. Next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So when I was growing up, I remember humility was a value that everybody recognized and said, you want a humble leader. But suddenly we have, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and a dozen other people that I can name, and the world rewards them because of their ego. And my next guest is a best-selling author. Schalee Sánchez is in the studio. She's the author of this best-selling book, The Humility You Want and the World Needs. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And I want to find out, why did you write the book?
Well, as you already mentioned, there has been a shift in our society about humility. And there's so many misunderstandings, really, about what humility is. And so some people have completely tried to get away from humility, thinking that it will make them less aggressive or more passive, that it will silence their voice. And so they don't want to engage with humility in a way that is actually going to be more impactful. And so as I started recognizing in my own life how humility actually made me more confident, more ambitious, and more willing to step out to enhance the well-being of other people, I knew that our world needed more of that.
Amen. And I'm the son of a pastor. My brother's a minister. So I'm just gonna throw out Jesus as a leader. I mean, he was a very humble servant leader.
Yes.
It's in the Bible how he led. What are some lessons that you think we could learn from reading the New Testament?
It is absolutely one of the most beautiful stories of humility when you read about Jesus. And I include in my book some of what Jesus did as well. But if you read it for yourself, you're going to discover what true humility looks like through the life of Jesus. He showed how he can absolutely have this incredible compassion and engage with people at a level that lifts them up and makes it possible for them to know their value and worth in a way that will transform their life.
Yes, and he had the disciples, so he wasn't this tyrant leader. He was, let's have a committee, let's have other viewpoints, and that's so important, isn't it?
Yes, it is absolutely a key element of humility, being able to recognize that you are not a dictator, that you are not the one who is making all of the decisions, that you are not the one who is deciding for everyone, that you don't know everything, which Jesus didn't know everything, but as a humble leader, you are willing to learn. You're willing to learn from those who are with you on the journey. And so a willing leader who is able to listen well is actually going to be able to lead better.
Outstanding. We're going to show your book cover up in a full screen on the page right there. Tell us about the title. How did you come up with it?
Well, I was looking for a way to help people understand what impact humility is going to have, and that as you read this book, what it is going to mean for you personally, but also understand that it is not only going to impact your life individually. As you take this journey of humility, it is going to impact the entire world.
Outstanding. You have you just released this book, and so this is all new for you. There was a moment in which you unpacked your books accidentally, and I found this in a great video. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Here we go. Tell us the story. Yeah. I love getting boxes from Amazon because I have 4 kids also. We get boxes like almost every day. I had ordered my author copies and I was like planning to have this whole like box opening and make it like really fun and exciting. And it had told me it was gonna arrive on Monday. So I had it in my head, like the box is gonna arrive on Monday. I had my friend coming over to like video and take the footage. On Sunday, I pull up at my house, I see this box outside. I walk in the house and I was like, there's a box out there. And my kids are like, oh, can we open it? Can we open it? And I'm like, sure, I don't know who it's for. Like, I don't know what it is. Didn't even cross my mind that it was my books because they weren't supposed to arrive until Monday. They bring it in, they set it on the table, and they open it up. And I'm like, wait a second. Like, that wasn't how that was supposed to go. But it happened that way. So I was super excited when they opened it. And I was super excited that they were there and that they got to be the ones to open it. It was really fun, but we did not get any video of it. So now, here they are, my author copies. I wish you could touch it because it feels so soft. I love it. I'm really excited for you to get one in your hand.
And I think you'll agree with me that God's timing is always perfect. And so I think you were supposed to unpack those books with your family.
Absolutely. I totally agree, Jeff, that God's timing is always perfect. And even when from our logical perspective, we think, uh-oh, this just got messed up, there is something so beautiful. And humility teaches us that. Humility teaches us to take a step back and let things unfold in an absolutely amazing way that could have never been orchestrated by us.
All right, Schalee, you have several principles in your book, and we can't go into all of them, but what are some of the highlights?
Yeah, Jeff, there are so many things in the book that are related to humility, but one of the things that I want to mention right now is how humility and gratitude are coupled together so beautifully. And so a life of humility includes gratitude in a way that just blossoms. And one of the things about gratitude and humility is that as we live in a humble way, we understand that it is not about what we're able to do individually. It's about a collective effort that we accomplish together. We're better together. And so gratitude empowers us to acknowledge that, to give credit where credit is due, to really lift others up for their contribution to whatever is being accomplished. And as we do that, as we lift each other up from a place of gratitude, it enhances the results in a way that is far beyond what we could have accomplished on our own.
That's beautiful. What's another principle in the book?
One of the other things about humility is that it really enables us to be empathetic. And one of the key things about being empathetic is being able to listen. This is not something that comes naturally for a lot of us. We have our own things going through our head as we're having a conversation with someone. We're thinking about how we're going to respond. We're thinking about something else that's happening later in the day. And to really be able to listen to someone and understand the place that they're coming from gives value in that moment to that person. And so as you learn to be empathetic, that improves your relationships and deepens those relationships down to a whole new level.
Outstanding. I can't wait to read the book. You had a big book signing event not too long ago. We've got some video, and I want you to narrate this. I mean, what was that like as an author? Because your family, your friends are there. What was this book event like?
Oh, wow. It was an absolutely fun and meaningful night. The venue was fantastic. The staff at Landon Winery just treated us incredibly. And people showed up from so many different connections that I have, from my physical therapist to coworkers, family members. People came from all over, and it was just a meaningful and fun night.
Okay, we were talking before the show about people who inspire you. So when you think about a servant leader, who do you think about?
There are a large number of people that I look at and see humility in their lives, but one of the first ones that comes to mind is a man who I've had the privilege of working with for the past year and a half, almost 2 years now. His name is Clint Stringer, and he is the CFO at Pioneer Bible Translators, where I work as the Director of Revenue. And he leads with the absolute most humble servant heart, and I have learned so much from him. It has been an incredible experience.
Outstanding. Okay, so we have about a minute left. So I want you to talk to the viewer who they know they need to bring you in to speak or coach. What's the next steps? How do people engage you?
I absolutely want you to DM me on Instagram. Go look for Humility You Want. Connect with me there. I will absolutely reach back out to you. So if you are looking for someone to come and speak, if you're looking for someone who is needing a coach, if you're wanting to engage in any other way, please reach out to me, and I would love to connect with you.
Outstanding. We're going to end with her Instagram page one more time, which is Humility You Want. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You're amazing.
Awesome.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.